Hello everyone, this is going to be a pick a card reading, and this pick a card reading is going to be about whether my relationship is going to move into the next step or not. And what do I mean by that? Whether the person that you're seeing now or your current partner or boyfriend or girlfriend are going to take the relationship forward. Are they going to propose to you? Are they going to ask you your hand for marriage? Are you going to move together into an apartment? Whether you will have children, and so on and so forth. So we're going to see whether your relationship is going to be abundant and prosperous in the future. So you have four group of cards. You have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I want you to take the time to look at the cards and choose a group of cards, okay? So group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So you have group 1, okay? So you have the 10 of Swords, okay? And you have the King of Cups, you have the Hermit, and you have the 4 of Swords. So I don't think this relationship that you are at right now is going to move into the next step, because the 10 of Swords signify an ending of something or closure to something, and this is telling me that probably your relationship is coming to an end, and it's not going to be taken into the next step. And this is because the both of you are not emotionally connected, or both of you are emotionally separated from each other, and you don't have that strong emotional connection together. Or with the 10 of Swords, also the swords represents communication, which means that there is a break of communication or miscommunication between the two of you. But I see with the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, both of you could be always taking the time alone, and you are always not with each other, and both you're not spending time with each other. With the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, you prefer to take the time on your own. You prefer to take the time to rest rather than being alone. And this relationship could be emotionally demanding with the King of Cups. Therefore, you feel the need to step back and take the time to rest. The Hermit represents isolation, represents loneliness, and the 4 of Swords represents also a rest. So I feel as though that you are two people who are in a relationship and not in a relationship at the same time, in the sense that you take too much time on your own rather than being together. And therefore, I don't believe that the relationship is going to move forward, since you are very apart and you prefer to be alone rather than being in a relationship. And this is why it's not going to work. Possibly one of the partner is a hermit, is a loner, is someone who prefers to be alone, and the other partner is too demanding emotionally, and therefore there is a miscommunication between the two of you. The 4 of Swords, the 4 of Swords is about also taking a break or divorce. Possibly you could be either a Virgo. I could sense that this is a Virgo energy, and this is a water energy, so you could be dating a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a Virgo, or possibly a Gemini, or Aquarius, or Libra. And I picked up a message from the oracle, and let's read what it says to you. So this is a degree in astrology, I picked up a degree in astrology, and we're going to read what's the significance of this degree. Libra 14. In the heat of the noon, a person takes a siesta. This symbol speaks of taking a rest when one needs to. At times, you might feel the need to take a break even though you are in the middle of a situation. To relax and to recuperate will often serve to give you greater strength to complete the task at hand. Also, being always on the go can be rather wearying. However, being lazy and unproductive is not the answer either. Taking a noon siesta can end up meaning taking hours and hours off work and not managing to make progress or get anywhere. So this goes hand in hand with your reading. I feel that both of you are always taking the time from your relationship because it can be exhausting sometimes, and this is going to lead to a fraction. This is going to lead into a certain breakup in the future because you favor your physical health, you favor your mental health over your relationship, and this is because the relationship is too emotionally demanding, and you need to balance between your own self, between your own rest and your own mental health and spiritual health and your relationship. So this is what's going to lead you into possible breakup and not moving forward. If you are in a person that is uh, a loner and they like to take too much time on their own and they are refusing to give too much to the relationship, or they are always isolating themselves, it's better to come forward with that and ask them to balance between their life and the relationship. Or if you are this person, it's better for you to take the time for your own, take the time to relax and rest and contemplate and think and reflect about your own life, but don't neglect your partner. This is what the cards are saying for group number 1. Okay, so let's move forward with group number 2. So we have group number 2. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Judgment cards. The Two of Swords is about decision that is being made. You have made up a decision. Your mind is clear about what you want to do. The Judgment card is about forgiveness. It's about letting go. It's about healing. It's about letting go of old grudges. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which means negative situation, bad karma. And then you have the Chariot in the Chariot, which means overcoming difficulties and coming at a place of victory. So I could sense that this relationship could undergo a lot of difficulties. It could undergo a lot of problems, and both of you could have faced a lot of situation in which it put your relationship into danger. It could have put your relationship into struggles, and possibly you had to fight a lot, argue a lot. But I can sense that with the Judgment card, you're always coming back to each other. You're always coming back to forgive each other. There is a great healing going on in this relationship, because whatever your other partner do, whatever your significant other does, you're always forgiving them, and you're always giving them the benefit of the doubt. And I see this kind of healing going on between the two of you is the strongest aspect of your relationship. As long as you are able to forgive and let go of the other partner's mistake, you're always coming back, you're always coming to a place of victory. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's telling me that your relationship is always goes through difficult times, and you're always facing bad situations and negative bad karma. Always you have to face it. However, I think that you are always able to overcome those difficult moments, I could also sense that both of you actually knew each other from past life, and when you were in the past life, you were probably enemies, or or someone in this relationship has done something wrong to the other person, and now there is the need to clarify this bad karma. You know what I mean? You know, this relationship exists for you to to clear up a bad karma in your life. You could carry um, some negative karma in this lifetime, and this relationship will help you to clarify this negative energy in your life. Okay, and I could definitely see you guys moving forward into a prosperous, more abundant uh, future with the chariot. It means that you're always going to overcome any difficulties that's going to come into your way, and you're going to be victorious in whatever situation that you do. And this is a very good combination. There's a lot of healing, a lot of forgiven in this relationship, and this is the strength of your partnership. And then let's move into the oracle message. So the oracle message is saying that a young gypsy emerging from the woods gazes at far cities. This symbol shows that there is a desire to attempt or achieve something that is at times far off or out of reach. It takes courage to be something of a foreigner or an outcast and still venture out into society seeking its reward and achievement. Perhaps you don't have financial resources or conventional accreditation behind you. It could be the constraints of friends and family that are holding you back from being able to strike out on your own. So right off the bat, from this relationship, I could sense this relationship is unconventional. It's people are against it, therefore you two are always facing some struggles. Your family could be against your relationship, your friend could be against this relationship, and you're always having to face some arguments from other people, and you're always having to prove to the world that you belong together, and you could be an outcast. This could be, you know, a non-traditional type of relationship. You could not be married, you could be gay, you could be, you know, just something eccentric and unconventional type of relationship. And this means that you always have to fight in order to prove that you two belong together. And one of the reasons that this relationship might not work, because other people might not support it, other people might be against it, but I could sense that there is strong power, strong sense of belief in this relationship that's going to carry it until the end. And I feel that you guys will be able to overcome anything that comes into your way. And it says that it could be the constraints of friends and family that are holding you back from being able to strike out on your own, wanting and trying to participate, even when you don't initially command respect or acceptance is difficult, but with perseverance you could be rewarded. So when this relationship started, people were against it, they were not in favor of it. You worked very hard as couple to gain the acceptance of other, but at the end, with perseverance, you know, with perseverance, the chariot is about perseverance and striving, you could gain the reward that you are seeking. So this is for you, stock number 2. Then we move to stock number 3. So was just checking if the camera is still working. So you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the World, and you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups represents a beginning in love, a promise of fulfilling relationship, a promise of birth, of marriage, of of you know of just fulfilling relationship. And with the Ace of Cups here, it could mean that both of you have an emotional connection toward each other, and both of you like each other, and there is the chemistry. However, I could sense that one partner is overthinking this relationship. They are overthinking whether their partner loves them or not, whether whether this relationship is going to move into the next step or not. There has been, in the past, there has been an emotional connection, there has been love, but over the time, one partner has grown into this state of mind of fear. They are always afraid whether they're going to break up or not. Or partner is overly obsessed, and they are always anxious about this relationship. And I feel that this relationship is not going to work because one partner is overly paranoid, and they overly overthink this relationship. They always think that their partner is cheating on them. They always think that their partner is doing things behind their back. They're having some imaginary scenarios in their head, and this is going probably to lead into an ending. Okay, with the World card here, it possibly means that this relationship is about to end, and there isn't an offer of love. You have the Knight of Cups, which means an offer of love, a offer of marriage, birth, and moving the relationship into the next step. But since the partner is already paranoid, is overthink this relationship, it turns off the other partner, and this is going to lead into a breakup between the two of you. And yeah, this is why your relationship is not going to work, because of the amount of the stress that you have. And your partner also could be obsessive about you, and possessive and jealous, and this is going to lead you to break up. Let's read what the Sabian symbol says for you. Aquarius 16, a big businessman at his desk. This shows organizing things, running a business, attending to paperwork, or generally being very much in charge. A big businessman is someone who isn't afraid to make decisions, take calculated risks, or work often and long for rewards it brings. It is fairly big job to organize business or group and keep in tabs on all that's going. Being professional and organized brings rewards. However, it can mean putting limits on your personal life. This can result in alienation, particularly if you have to stay behind or say no to outings. So this could tell me that your partner could be someone who have a big business, or they could overwork, or they are running a major company, and therefore they're not giving enough time for your relationship, and this is going to lead you to over worry and being paranoid. And what's leading this relationship to its downfall is that one of the partners could focus on their work, on their achievement, rather than giving time to their significant other. And this is going to lead into the downfall of this relationship, because someone is thinking about achieving something in their life rather than being in a relationship at this current time. This could be you, or this could be your partner, who are thinking about their job, who are thinking about expanding their business, or caring about their career more than they're caring about this relationship. So this is for group number 3. And now let's move to group number 4. So you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Tower cards, and you have the Three of Cups. So the nine of Pentacles in reverse, it means that one of you could be overly dependent on the other. One of you feels insecure when they are alone, and they always have to be with the other partner. This could mean that you also could be financially and physically dependent on the other person. They could be fulfilling to you when it comes to your finance and your physical self, and possibly you don't like being single for you or your partner, and you always are together. Okay, this is what he's telling me with the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands here, it means that there's a kind of a wall built between the two of you, or it could mean that someone is being defensive in this relationship. This part, the Nine of Pentacles could mean that someone is overly demanding, overly emotional, and overly dependent on the other partner, and they always intrude in their life. You or your partner could always stick their nose in your life, and this could lead you to be defensive and not respond to them, because they are overly emotional and overly dependent, which lead you to build your guards against them and be defensive. Say, hey, I don't want you to stick your nose in my business, possibly. Or you are someone who's independent and your partner is very dependent individual, and it's going to lead to some miscommunication. Or possibly this means that your partner could be overly jealous, and they could be also possessive. One of you could be popular among others, and especially with the Three of Cups, it indicates popularity. You could be a very popular couple, or one of the partner is popular, and your partner could receive a lot of recognition, receive a lot of compliment and admiration from other people, and this is going to lead you to be defensive towards those people who are admiring your partner, and this is going to lead you into arguing with your partner about it, and possibly this is going to lead to some negative situation or bad events. Okay, this is going to lead to arguments because other people could be intruding in your relationship, or your relationship could be overly popular and people are always interfering in your love life. So you and your partner are always fighting about this. And the message here in the oracle is saying that Capricorn 13, a fire worshipper mediates on the ultimate reality of existence. This degree shows being able to focus thoughts, mediate, or to find your center. The fire worshipper can be intensely interested or passionate about something, throwing themselves into the middle of something, getting as much out of the experience, even or study as they can. You are likely to find yourself very focused with a great passion for something that really ignites your interest. There could be a sense of danger in some respect, but also a sense of new beginnings. Harnessing your personal resources, practically your rich inner life, can create magic. Look through appearances to get to the heart of matters. Self-conquest, Kundalini, reaching for the higher state of being, question of existence, mediation, fire, the meaning of life, and philosophy. So, this degree, this oracle symbol could tell me that both of you are really passionate people, okay? Both of you are you know uh, are fired up. You know, you always go after things that you love, both of you, and I could sense there could be a sense of competition between the two of you. Both of you could be interested in philosophy, uh, as this degree says, okay, because this degree indicates philosophy, indicates Kundalini, you know, indicates uh, being overly passionate. Both of you could be overly passionate. That leads into clashes between the two of you. With the Tower cards here, it means that both of you are clashing with each other, since both of you are very passionate individuals, and you could have conflict in life concept. You could have total different life concept and life philosophy, and when you come together, it's going to come into clash and arguments and fights. And I could sense that's what keeps you together. You know, that's what keeps you together is your passion, your strong passion towards life, your differences, you know, and your energy. However, I think if you are able to lessen the interference of other people into your life, and you are able to be less jealous and be less argumentative and accept the other person point of view, and reduce your over passionate self, I think you could come into a really good relationship here. Okay, so this is for card number 4. So these are the messages concerning all the cards. I hope that you liked the reading. Please, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. If it resonates with you, please give feedback. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.